Okay, here's a wild thought. What if you had a perfect virtual copy of yourself? A digital you living inside a computer that could help doctors test out treatments and even predict diseases for the real you. Today we're going to dive into one of the most exciting frontiers in medicine, the creation of your virtual self.
Just imagine this for a second. A new drug comes along, or you need a really complex surgery, or maybe there's a risk of a disease years down the road. What if we could test it all, rehearse it all, and predict it all on your virtual copy first? You know, this isn't science fiction anymore. This is the core promise of a technology called the medical digital twin.
So what is a medical digital twin, really? Well, it's definitely not just some static 3D model. You should think of it more like a living, breathing virtual replica of you. It's dynamic, it's constantly being updated with everything from your genetic code to the data streaming from your smartwatch. It literally evolves right alongside you. But what makes this a true game changer? Well, it all comes down to something called the bidirectional data link. This is the secret sauce, the engine that makes a digital twin totally different from any kind of model we've ever had before.
The best way to think about it is like a constant conversation. Data from your actual body is always flowing to your twin, making it smarter and more accurate. And at the same time, insights from your twin are always flowing back to your doctors, making your care more precise. It's this perfect closed loop, a cycle of learning and getting better.
And this conversation is always happening in two directions. First, you've got physical to virtual. That's all your real-world data, from your fitness tracker, your lab results, your health records, constantly feeding and updating the model. And then there's virtual to physical. That's when the twin runs simulations, makes predictions, and sends those insights back to your doctors to guide your actual care.
And right here, you can see the huge paradigm shift. Traditional medical models are pretty static. They're based on an average person. But a digital twin, it's dynamic and hyper-personalized to you. This is what lets medicine move from asking what usually works for patients like this one to the truly game-changing question, what will happen if we do this to this specific patient? It's a leap from statistical guesswork to individual prediction.
So how does this actually change things for patients? It lets us move away from that population-based guesswork and get to personal certainty by testing treatments in silico, which is really just a fancy way of saying in a computer simulation, before a doctor ever has to touch the actual patient. This is the key. Instead of just relying on data from big, broad clinical trials, a doctor can run a personalized trial just for you, right on your twin. Imagine them testing, say, a dozen different chemotherapy regimens to find the one that's going to destroy the most cancer cells while causing the fewest side effects for your unique body. And this isn't just a theory. We're already seeing the results. For aggressive brain tumors, one study showed that using a digital twin to personalize radiotherapy could get the exact same result as the standard treatment, but with a median radiation dose reduction of 16.7%. Think about that. Same outcome, way less harm to the patient. And it's a similar story in breast cancer. By simulating hundreds of different treatment schedules on a patient's virtual tumor, studies suggest that we could improve the rate of complete response to chemo by as much as 20 to 25%. That is a massive improvement. And this goes way beyond oncology. In cardiology, surgeons can literally rehearse a complex valve replacement on a digital copy of your heart. For dangerous heart rhythm problems, digital twins have been able to pinpoint the exact source of the issue with 80% accuracy, guiding doctors to the precise spot to intervene. Now get this, this personal approach isn't just changing treatment, it's totally revolutionizing how we develop new medicines. Instead of giving half the people in a drug trial a placebo, a sugar pill, companies can now create a virtual control group using digital twins. This makes trials faster and cheaper, sure, but it's also way more ethical since every single volunteer can get the real, potentially life-saving treatment. But as amazing and revolutionary as this all sounds, the path from the lab to your local doctor's office isn't exactly a straight line. Widespread adoption is being held back by what some people are calling a trilemma of interconnected challenges. And these aren't separate problems you can solve one by one, they're all tangled up together. You have the massive technical hurdles of just building the twin, the complex regulatory maze of getting it approved for use, and of course the huge ethical questions about how to use it responsibly. You have to tackle all of them at once. So the first big hurdle is technical. I mean, think about it. Your health data is scattered everywhere. It's in your hospital's records, on your imaging scans, on your wearable device. It's a mess. To build a complete digital twin, you have to pull all that information together seamlessly. And that is an enormous data engineering challenge.
Next up, you've got the regulatory maze. How does an agency like the FDA approve a medical device that's designed to constantly learn and change? They're used to approving devices that are fixed and static. The very thing that makes a digital twin so powerful, its ability to adapt, is what makes it a real headache to regulate.
And that brings us to maybe the most critical question of all: ethics. What data is the twin even built on? If the AI models are trained mostly on data from one group of people, the twin might be less accurate for everybody else. There's a very real risk that a technology designed to help everyone could accidentally make health disparities even worse if fairness isn't built in from day one. And that's a huge focus for researchers.
But if we can navigate all those challenges, where's this all heading? Well, the ultimate goal isn't just to treat sickness better. It's to create a lifelong companion for your proactive well-being.
The whole concept is actually borrowed from industrial engineering. They use digital twins for predictive maintenance on things like jet engines, forecasting failures before they happen. The analogy for us is just incredibly powerful: predictive human maintenance. It's a total shift from reacting to illness to proactively keeping ourselves in perfect running order.
So the ultimate vision is something like this. Every person gets a digital twin at birth. It learns and grows with you, constantly fed by data from your environment and your devices. It could spot the subtle signs of a disease years before you ever feel symptoms, which would allow for truly preemptive care and empower you to be the pilot of your own health journey.
This technology promises to make medicine deeply, truly personal. So we'll just leave you with this question to think about. If you had access to your own lifelong digital copy, a virtual you that knew everything about your biology, what would be the very first thing you would ask it?